right. Hello, welcome everybody. I hope you're having a good day so far. We're gonna get into chapter 3 today. It's a very short chapter, not a big time commitment at all, but feel free to grab something to drink. Enjoy if you'd like. I was feeling called to pull a card from the biblical tarot for this one, and we got Temperance, Mary and Martha. There's a 14 here. Let's see if we can get that image for y'all. Temperance. Okay. If you know anything about the Temperance card, that may just be relevant as far as a tarot thing goes. But also Mary and Martha, if you are familiar with the story. So we're gonna get right into this one here. I think my voice is with it. We'll see how that goes. Chapter 3, Beast or Man. I am going to temper my voice a little bit right there. Okay. We continued our journey to Anastasia's home. Her outer clothes left behind in the tree hollow, her galoshes too. She was still wearing the short, lightweight frock. She herself picked up my bag and offered to carry it. Barefoot, she walked ahead of me with an amazingly light and graceful step, waving the bag about her with ease. We talked the whole time. Talking with her on any subject was most interesting. Perhaps because she had her own strange ideas about everything. Sometimes Anastasia would whirl about while we were walking. She would turn her face to me laughing and keep on walking backwards for a while, quite absorbed in the conversation without so much as a glance down at her feet. How could she walk like that and not once stumble or prick her bare feet against the knot of a dry branch? We didn't seem to be following any visible path. On the other hand, our way was not hindered by the tangled undergrowth so common in the taiga. As she walked, she would occasionally touch or quickly brush by a leaf or a twig on a bush, or, bending over without looking, she would tear off some little blade of grass and eat it. Just like a little creature, I thought. When berries were handy, Anastasia would offer me a few to eat as we walked. The muscles of her body didn't seem to have any unusual features. Her overall physique appeared quite average, not too thin and not too plump. A resilient, well-fed, and very beautiful body, but from what I could tell, it possessed a goodly degree of strength and extremely sharp reflexes. Once when I stumbled and started to fall, my arms outstretched in front of me, Anastasia whirled around with lightning speed, quickly placing her free hand under me, and I landed with my chest on her palm, her fingers spread wide. I fell, but my hands did not touch the ground. There she was, supporting my body with the palm of one hand, helping it regain its normal position. During all this time, she went on talking with not the slightest sign of strain. After I had straightened up with the help of her hand, we continued on our way, as though nothing whatever had happened. For some reason, my mind momentarily rested on the gas pistol I had in my bag. With all the interesting conversation, I hadn't realized how much ground we had actually been covering. All at once, Anastasia stopped, put my bag down under a tree, and joyfully exclaimed, "Here we are at home!" I looked around. A neat little glade dotted with flowers amidst a host of majestic cedars, but not a single structure to be seen. No kind of shelter at all. In a word, nothing. Not even a primitive lean-to. But Anastasia was beside herself with joy, as though we had arrived at a most comfortable dwelling. And where is your house? Where do you sleep, eat, take shelter from the rain? This is my house, Vladimir. I have everything here. A dark sense of disquiet began to come over me. Where is this everything? Let's have a tea kettle so we can at least heat up some water on the fire. Let's have an axe. I do not have a kettle or an axe, Vladimir, and it would be best not to light a fire. What are you talking about? She doesn't even have a kettle. The water in my bottle is all gone. You saw when I ate. I even threw the bottle away. Now there's only a couple of swallows of cognac left. To get to the river or the village is a good day's walk, but I'm so tired and thirsty right now. Where do you get water from? What do you drink out of? Seeing my agitation, Anastasia herself showed signs of concern. She quickly took me by the hand and led me through the glade into the forest, admonishing me along the way. Not to worry, Vladimir. Please, do not get upset. I shall take care of everything. You will have a good rest. You will get a good sleep. I shall take care of everything. You will not be cold. You are thirsty? I shall give you something to drink right away. Not more than 10 or 15 meters from the glade, beyond a clump of bushes, we came across a small taiga lake. Anastasia quickly scooped up a small quantity of water in her cupped hands and raised it to my face. Here is some water. Drink it, please. What, are you crazy? How can you drink raw water out of some puddle in the woods? You saw how I was drinking borzomi. On the board ship, even for washing, we pass the river water through a special filter, chlorinate it, ozonize it. It is not a puddle, Vladimir. This is pure living water, good water, not half-destroyed water like yours. You can drink this water. It is just like mother's milk, look. Anastasia raised her cupped hands to her lips and took a drink. I blurted out, Anastasia, are you some kind of beast? Why a beast? Because my bed is not like yours? There are no cars? No appliances? Because you live like a beast, in the forest. You haven't had any possessions, and you seem to enjoy that. Yes, I enjoy living here. There, you see, you just made my point. Do you consider, Vladimir, that what distinguishes man from all other creatures living on Earth is his possession of manufactured objects? Yes, but even more precisely, his civilized living conditions. And do you consider your living conditions to be more civilized? Yes, of course you do. But I am not a beast, Vladimir. I am man.